Saturday. We got a few lines out already. Creighton, Villanova. Creighton, obviously the better team. But Villanova, it's senior night, and they are on the bubble. They kind of need this win. Man, that's a tough one. What did they do the first time? Didn't Creighton beat them? Now, if Creighton beat them the first time and it was close, I'd probably take Villanova here. If I remember right, they beat Creighton on the road by 2. And Villanova is playing pretty well right now, with the exception of losing to Seton Hall. They've won 5 of their last 7. They're a lot better at home, too. Creighton's not as good on the road. I don't like taking teams that live or die by the 3. But Creighton is playing well right now. That's a tough one. My gut tells me to take Villanova at home here. But I don't think I'm going to bet this game. So just take it for what it's worth. My pick's Villanova, but I'm not going to bet it. If that tells you anything, maybe you should stay away too. Houston, Kansas. Houston money line, lock it up for sure against Kansas. 9.5's a lot, though. That's a lot of points. So Houston generally covers at home, but didn't Kansas beat the snot out of Houston at Kansas? Oh, they beat them by 12. Yeah, I don't know about that number, y'all. 9.5's a lot. I almost see Houston winning by like 8. So I'd probably take Kansas here, but Houston's going to win the game. So my plays are Houston money line, Kansas plus 9.5. Kentucky, Tennessee. I don't know if Tennessee's going to play everybody tomorrow. They already locked up the 1 seed for their tournament. But Kentucky, it's a rivalry. Tennessee won at Kentucky, too. So Kentucky might be looking a revenge spot here. But Tennessee does blow people out at home. But my question is everybody going to play? Maybe you don't bet this game until you look at the warm-ups, see who's playing. Because Tennessee may sit a few guys, but it is senior night. I can assure you some of the seniors are going to play. I think Tennessee is money line pick for sure. But I would probably lean Kentucky to keep it within like 7 or 8 here. That's kind of where I lean. That's a lot of points for a rivalry game. And then Duke, North Carolina. Duke's going to be looking for revenge. North Carolina's a better team, though. I'd probably just go Duke money line here. Don't do the spread. Just go Duke money line. But you might look at what the over-under is as well. All right, there is the lines segment. Now we'll go rapid fire with money line. Our final Friday for this until we get to conference tournament time. I'm going to do as quickly as I can here. We'll go A10. We will increase the font. My music turned down on me for some reason. Okay. VCU. We need Saturday. St. Louis, St. Bonaventure. Go with the Bonnies at home. Fordham. I like Fordham here against Rhode Island. St. Joe's, Davidson. I like St. Joe's. I like Duquesne against George Washington. I like Richmond at George Mason, but that's going to be a tough one. Tough spot. And then I like Loyola-Chicago over LaSalle. Hey, how's it going, Executioner? I'm doing well. Doing some basketball picks here. We do ship these over to YouTube. We do pretty decent over there. ACC, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech. I like Va-Tech here. Miami, Florida State, rivalry game. I like Florida State, senior night. Get the job done. But Miami's a little bit better. Louisville is not very good, so I like Boston College, even though it's senior night at Louisville. I don't know how many seniors Louisville has, to be honest. Wake Forest, Clemson. Good game here. I think Clemson's a little bit better team, but I think this is a tough spot for them, so I'm going to go Wake Forest. Duke, North Carolina, we talked about. North Carolina's better, but I think Duke sneaks revenge at home here. I do think North Carolina's going to do better in the tournament, though. Pittsburgh, NC State, I like Pitt. And then Virginia, I like against Georgia Tech. A-Sun's going on right now with their conference tournament. They don't play tomorrow. American East. Do we have any games? We do. Bryant, Maine. I like Bryant. Vermont, Catamounts, system play. We go with them over Albany. Binghamton, the golf course against New Hampshire. Go with New Hampshire here. And UMBC against UMass Lowell. I'll go with UMass Lowell. Let's go American Conference. Florida Atlantic. I think they're doing a red out tomorrow for senior night. There are 3 seniors on Florida Atlantic. Gaffney, Greenlee, and what's the other guy's name? Weatherspoon. Memphis. This is going to be a revenge spot. This is going to be a great game tomorrow on CBS. But I like Florida Atlantic to get revenge here. It's March. Florida Atlantic's going to start turning it up a notch. They're not bored anymore. Tulsa, South Florida. I like South Florida. Even though South Florida's already locked up the 1 seed, I think they realize they kind of need to keep winning to improve their seed. Charlotte, East Carolina. Charlotte's better. Go with Charlotte. North Texas, Rice. I like North Texas here is a better play. Big 12. Iowa State, Kansas State. Iowa State's not as good at home, but I think they do get a narrow win at Kansas State here. Texas, Oklahoma, the final Red River rivalry basketball version while being in the Big 12. I like Texas here. Texas is playing well right now. West Virginia, Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati. We already talked about like Houston beating Kansas. TCU, UCF. I like TCU here. And Texas Tech, Baylor. I like Baylor to come in Texas Tech. That's going to be a close game, though. BYU, Oklahoma State. I like BYU. You guys might wonder, why do I take mostly home teams? That's because home teams mostly win. It's about a 75% win rate for home teams in basketball. Just the way it is. It's always been that way. It's even more so this season. I pay attention to the numbers. St. John's, Georgetown rivalry, but I like St. John's here. It's in Madison Square Garden. Villanova, Creighton. I think Villanova has an upset spot here. We'll take Villanova. But that I probably would stay away from it, personally. Xavier, Marquette. I like Marquette. UConn, Providence. I like UConn. I think they getting beat by Creighton woke them up. Kind of poked the bear a little bit. And DePaul, they're not going to win a game the rest of the year, so take Seton Hall. Big Sky. I don't like any of those games. Big South. No, they don't play tomorrow. Big Ten. Big South is in the conference tournament right now as we speak. Northwestern Minnesota, I like Northwestern, but that one's going to be a tight one. Maybe look at the spread. All right, Big West. I like Long Beach State to beat UC Davis. I like San Diego over Cal Poly. Cal Poly is the ultimate fade team in this league. And UC Irvine, the Anteaters, always like them no matter who they're playing in this league. So I like them. UC Santa Barbara, I like them over Riverside. And I'm not going to pick that last game. No edge. Campbell, Monmouth. I think it's conference tournament, isn't it? Yeah, conference tournament underway. That's a tough game. It's almost a coin flip. I think I would take Monmouth, though. Northeastern, Stony Brook, I do like Stony Brook. And then the other two don't have a matchup yet because they're waiting on winners today. Conference USA. I sucked last week with Conference USA. So take that in consideration. I don't know this conference very well like the other ones. Liberty, West Kentucky, I like West Kentucky. I do like La Tech over Middle Tennessee. I think that's the best play in this league tomorrow. Second best play would be Sam Houston to beat Jacksonville State. And then the airport at New Mexico State, I like New Mexico State. Horizon, I think, they're in their tournament. Ivy League. We do got Ivy League plays. Brown and Yale. Yale is fighting for that 1 seed still with Cornell and Princeton. They're all button heads, so I think Yale needs to win this game. So lock that up. Cornell, Columbia. Cornell's better. And Princeton, Penn. I think I like Princeton there, but that's a tough spot for them. All right, Missouri Valley Conference. We don't have games yet because we were waiting on winners from today. There'll be some good games tomorrow, though, for that conference. I'll be watching. Air Force, Colorado State rivalry here, both in the state of Colorado. I do like Colorado State here. Wyoming, Fresno State. I like Wyoming. Utah State at home is almost a system play, so you got to take it here. New Mexico's good, though. They do need to win that game to keep their bubble hopes alive. UNLV, Nevada, major rivalry here. I like Nevada at home. But it'll be a close game. Watch the spread. If you see over 8, take those points because it's a rivalry. It's going to be close. I don't know why I clicked on the NEC, but we'll go with it anyway. Semifinals tomorrow of the NEC. Lemoyne, first year in the big Division I, but I do like Merrimack, the Warriors, to get it done. Wagner and Central Connecticut State. We'll go with CCS. So it'll be setting up a Merrimack CCS matchup for the finals. Pac-12. Oregon State, Colorado. I like Colorado. Oregon, Utah. I think Oregon gets revenge. That'll be a tight game. Arizona, USC. Arizona needs to win if they want to get the 1 seed in this league. Them and Washington State button heads right now. And then UCLA, I like them to beat Arizona State on senior night. We'll go to the Patriot League, see if the toothpaste company's playing. They are not. They're probably setting up for the conference tournament. SEC, final day of SEC basketball. Arkansas, Bama, I like Bama. Ole Miss, A&M, I like Ole Miss here. That's going to be a close game, though. South Carolina, Mississippi State. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling for that one. I'd stay away from that game. Kentucky, Tennessee, I like Tennessee to win. We already talked about that, but it's going to be closer than people think. Vanderbilt, Florida, I like Florida. Georgia, Auburn, I like Auburn. They should hammer Georgia, honestly. You might look at the point spread there. If it's over 10, maybe stay away, but if it's less than 10, you want to hammer that all day. LSU, Missouri, I like LSU. All right, we're almost done here, and we'll get to Speedstorm. Southern Conference. This is a conference tournament tomorrow. Vandy beating Florida would be a major upset. Oh, yeah, Vandy's struggling this year, unfortunately. All right, Chattanooga, Wofford. I expect this line to be about 7. I think Chattanooga money line play is the play. We've beaten them twice this year, though, so Wofford's going to want revenge. So I think, but I think Chattanooga is still the better team. West Carolina, Furman. West Carolina is really good. I've seen them play in person. I like West Carolina there. And then Samford, no matter who they play, doesn't matter who wins that matchup that's going on right now. Samford's going to win. And I expect Greensboro to win against whoever they play tomorrow as well. I don't care who wins those games. Those two are going to win. Southland, do we got McNeese State? We don't. Nobody's playing. Summit, I don't have any feel for that conference. Sun Belt. Last day for the Sun Belt before conference tournament play. I like App State. I like them to close out the Sun Belt Conference crown against Georgia Southern. Louisiana, Arkansas State. I like Louisiana here, but that's gonna be a tough one there. And Troy, Texas State. I like Troy. James Madison. I expect them to hammer Marshall. They're still on the bubble. They need to keep winning. WAC. We're almost done here. Stephen Foston, Utah Tech. I like Stephen Foston. Abilene Christian, Utah Valley. Stay away from it. Tarleton State, Seattle. I like Tarleton State. That's going to be a close game, though. I like Southern Utah over Rio Grande Valley. And then Grand Canyon, system play. I like them against anybody in this conference. WCC. Yep. All right. There it is. All right, y'all. Remember, bet responsibly. Good luck. Anybody that tails the picks. Hopefully we can keep our record strong and do a good job.